Hi, this is Spring, Level 1, Week 19 and 20 lesson plans. First, we have our vault stations. Our first station will be doing slider conditioning. So they'll start with their feet on the slider in a push-up, walking their hands down the line. Then they'll turn around, put their hands on the slider, and run, push it back to the beginning. Our second station will be working on our expo vaults. So they'll start with a present, then they'll run, hands on feet onto the mat, stand, and present. If they're ready, they'll try handstand flat back. Next, we'll be working on our hands on feet onto the table. So they'll run, jump on the board with 2 feet, hands, feet onto the table, and then they can jump off and safety stop. Our last station will be a proper hurdle drill, run, jump 2 feet up onto the trap mat. Floor stations. Our first station will be using the green barrel and be working on back bends, kickovers over the green barrel with a coach. Our next station will be working on our cartwheel off of the panel, starting in a lunge, feet landing on the floor, facing the panel mat. Our next station will be working on our broken leg kicks and handstands, starting in a lunge, showing that handstand, landing back in our lunge. And our last station will be on the cheese mat, working on our bridge kickovers. Bar stations. Our first station will be working on our expo bar routine, so they'll present, do 1 tuck swing, then they'll chin up pullover with a coach if needed. They'll do 3 casts, straight arms, straight legs, getting their belly off the bar into their back hip circle, and then forward roll to a chin up and present. Our next station on the back bar will be coach's choice, so they can work on their casting, their rolling, or their birdie perch. On the high bar, we'll be trying some leg lifts, hanging straight arms, straight legs, and try and get our toes all the way up to the bar, keeping our feet together. And our last station will be working on our birdie perch on the floor bar. Beam stations. Our first station will be our expo beam routine. They'll present, do their proper mount, hands back, and V-sit, holding for 3. Then they'll stand, doing the rest of their proper mount, and then hold a passe for 3 seconds. Then they'll do 4 step kicks with straight legs and arms out to the side. Then they'll put their arms up, do a straight jump. Then they'll lunge, do their lunge touch, T-touch, or lever kicks. Then stretch up on releve and tippy toes, pivot turn. Do 4 backward steps using brush, touch, step down the beam. Then they'll pivot and do their dismount, either a round off with a coach or a straight jump and stick. Our next station will be working on those dismounts, so they could be working on round offs with a coach or their jump and stick. On the middle beam, we'll be working on our straddle presses with straight arms, straight legs, getting our toes above the beam. And then our last station will be working on our lunge touches, in our lunge, keeping our ears covered, or our lever kicks, hands on the beam, foot in the air, hop 3 times.